Hey everybody. Tonight we're gonna do something just slightly different. I heard this song recently again and it got me back into Guilty Gear, even though I'm garbage at fighting games. Well, maybe not garbage, but I'm nowhere near the level of even trying to qualify for something like Evo or something like that. So we're gonna go ahead and just do something slightly different, something that I've been wanting to do overall, but obviously I needed something that was more either compact or to have a way to do this where I go ahead and I guess do it in a production way instead of a stream way. But I wanted to try in a stream way first. It's a little bit easier, though not fully easier, obviously, because still kind of really difficult to do. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna look at Guilty Gear through the ages and see how they've improved the mechanics of the fighting game. I have Guilty Gear 1 X, Guilty Gear X, excuse me, Guilty Gear XX or 2X, or well, in particular because of the revisions. For Guilty Gear Double X, 2X, X2, whatever, I have particularly Guilty Gear X2 Accent Core plus R. Very specific. And then we're going to take the jump, skip Guilty Gear 2 because it's not even a fighting game from what I can tell, beyond the fact that I don't have the budget to buy it right now, but, maybe another day. And we're going to skip also Zerd Sign because I don't have it, but I do have Zerd Revelator, which is much like Accent Core plus R, just a variation of it. It's got the same mechanics, just slightly different on the story, because it actually continues the story from Sign, which makes me feel dumb that I have Revelator and not Sign, so now I'm completely lost. Not that, playing Sign would have helped me because I'm lost when it comes to the story in Guilty Gear. But that's okay. We'll take that as it comes. But first things first, we're going to go ahead and get started with Guilty Gear proper. Good, it remembered. Though we might get screwed when it comes to Guilty Gear X because the way I have that running is gonna not have the proper thing set up. Let's see what the opening sounds like. Sounds like they, from the start, they decided to go with something nice and let's roll. I think Guilty Gear was, if I remember my research correctly, much like Mega Man was based off of rock and roll overall, Rockman, Guilty Gear was the same thing to some degree. Ugh, this thing shows its age though. Nastily shows its age. So what we're going to do, I guess in this case, normal mode, but in general we'll do arcade mode, whatever story arcade mode version there is, and we'll only do one per thing. If not, we're going to take forever to get through the whole loop-to-loop. So let's do this. I didn't get to choose my character. Oh, because what had happened was that I waited too long. That was a demo. Okay, now I get to choose my player. So, who would I be good at? I don't even know, especially, back here. I'm sorry, I'm used to Faust. Dr. Baldhead? Okay, backstory for me anyway. My first, let me turn this down further just for your guys' sake here. My first Guilty Gear was actually Guilty Gear X2 for PS2, and then also Iizuka, but apparently Iizuka is not canon, whereas the other ones we're going to play today are. I'm figuring let's stick to canon. Either way, the fuck? If he's bald under there, I guess that explains why he has the thing on. Milia Rage. Actually, I recognize everybody else, except for maybe this guy. Cliff Unson. Okay. Very well then. I recognize Potemkin. I recognize May, Chip, Soul, Axel, Milia, Zato 1, and Kai Kisuke. No, let's just do Soul. He's the main character, so. Okay. So the basics of this is that instead of light, medium, and heavy punches and kicks, I'm gonna see if I can pause this. Instead of light, medium, and heavy kicks and punches, you only have technically 4 buttons. You have punch, kick, slash, and heavy slash. It's labeled spiritual successor. Blaze Blue took that into a different direction of light, medium, and heavy, and then slash. I think I can't remember what they called it in particular, but either way, point still stands that that's the way this thing works, and that's why you saw S instead of something like K or whatever like that. Apparently, in this early one, a lot of the actual like special moves are based off of slash, not heavy slash, except for the super special moves. But let's see how this goes. I don't even know how I'm gonna play this. Oh, Jesus. This is... Why can't I move? Ow. I'm just glad that Potemkin doesn't have the grabs that I remember him for. At least this one doesn't know how to properly use them. Okay, I can't get... So, here's one thing that they didn't put in. They put obviously the guide when we first started on what the moves were. I assume, to be fair, this is back in PS1 era. So since it's back in PS1 era, that most of the move sets would have been in the actual guide, which I don't have, the front book guide. Otherwise, you know, I'm grateful that they put it in here at all, because otherwise I don't think I would have gotten it. But let's try this again. Oh, he has his grabs, and those hurt. There's blood in here, I just noticed. I don't think there's blood in any of the later ones. At least not unless, you know, that particular move is supposed to draw blood. Oh, he's grabbing me. Oh, God, that move. I hate that move. See if I can get another round out of this. Got him. Okay. There's 2 bars on here, which is kind of strange. I like to jump if you haven't been able to tell so far. Ah, he grabbed me. I am bad at that. Ooh, what the heck? I even saw the block thing. Got him. Okay. Man, these fights take forever. Probably because of the double bar. And the fact that it's all show, no go. Versus this guy. Okay. Oof, Dragon install, what the hell? He's freaking, I mean, like, granted, I've seen, oh god, his tongue is creepy as fuck. I hate Faust in later games, too. Okay, that's at least the same. Man, he acts relatively the same as in later games, which is really a big pain. This is gonna get tight. Uh-oh. If I knew how to do the specials, I'd do them. No, the super specials, I should say. I don't know what they'd call them, but... Because obviously I'm doing stuff like Gunflame and the Viper thing. Ah, he got me again. But luckily I think I had a lot more health, so it didn't do as much damage. I'm not a big fan of the really compressed voices, but you know, whatever. Obviously this was popular enough back in the day. But I remember freaking Marvel vs. Capcom 1 not being so compressed with their voices. Perfect. That was amazing. I don't think I've ever gotten a perfect. At least not against the computer. Like I said, I'm garbage. For all doctors this crazy. Who's up next? May! Sweet, adorable May, I'm gonna kick your ass. Still don't know how to do Dragon Install properly. Oh, because it's back and forward. I was doing it backwards. May's, I think, is probably one of the better ones. Better sounding ones, anyway. Okay. Got her. Yada yada does it. God, her stage songs are always so freaking bright and peppy. Ow. I almost had it perfect. Okay, now I didn't almost have it perfect. That's okay. That's cheap! Haha! I love twice she got her freaking super special to start and then I hit her. Ah, that's the first one I didn't lose one. And I thought I was holding back. Huh. This ought to be interesting. Let's see how this rolls. Oh, this guy. Ah, this is one character I am really unfamiliar with. He doesn't show up in all the games that I play. God, his range is insanely cheap. Oh, I did Dragon Install somehow. Okay. Not sure how I did Dragon Install, but whatever. On it. Grab. Oh god, this guy! There's like zero tell on which one he's gonna do. from the animation. Good, I don't have to deal with his ass more than one round. Oy, just wow. This is why you retired from the order, old man. Oh god, Zato won. Okay. Okay. Ouch. God, the way the Zato 1 kind of plays sometimes reminds me of Darkstalkers. Man, he gets locked into that for a while, or he decides to hold it for too long. Okay, that was just dumb on my part. Cocky. Let's do this again! I mean, I know that those moves exist, but... I didn't... Okay. I didn't think that the Absolute Destruction moves existed that early on. Are you kidding me? That's BS. I'm glad that... Wow, wait, I just noticed that the destroy moves kill you in one shot. Ah! At least it wasn't actual destruction. Man, that thing has more reach than it should. Like, the hitbox is so weird on it. Come on. Got him. Okay. I'm hoping this is the last stage at this point, because this is ridiculously difficult. Oh, I did it in short. Okay, gotta be careful because actually they recover up in the air. Oh shit. Oh shit. Because that's one thing that I've learned is that they bullshit instead of... Basically I'm supposed to go up to them because they recover once they start falling. Wow. Come on. Yeah, that was too low for that one. So far I've only won one. Yeah, that hitbox is way too freaking wide. That's so cheap. Like, don't get me wrong, I get that my hitbox is really wide too, but... So cheap. So cheap. What? You guys saw that, right? You guys saw that. I literally dashed forward because it was behind me, and as soon as I basically stopped blocking, which is one thing, but I didn't get the block sound effect or even like tell that I was blocking. It's only as soon as I started moving forward that I got hit by it. And I got hit because I wasn't blocking. That's bullshit. I'm just gonna be cheap as fuck now. Trap you up against the wall because I can. Because if this game's gonna be cheap to me, I'm gonna be cheap to it. I mean, like, granted, I barely know what I'm doing, but by the same token... Oh, come on! Oh, again with the bullshit! At least I got him this time. But again, bullshit! Absolute... Just... Die, you pale and emaciated freak. I still have more to go! God, this is just gonna ramp. Either that or I freaking hate Zato. Ew. Okay. Well, Chip. I'm not gonna like Chip either. I forgot about his speed. Destroyed. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to clear all the stages here. We're going to try our best, but... Got him. We'll see how long I can keep this up. Boy. I feel like we're just trading blows here. Got him. Out of my way, punk. Melia Rage. Okay, let's see how this works out. Not sure, but we'll find out. Oh, so apparently I can defend myself against the destroyed maneuver. Oh god, no, 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 no. Ah, she punished me. She got by with one shot and decided to really go for it. Oh, Jesus. God, her aerial combos are insane. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, the balancing in this game is a little crap. I mean, like, granted, I'm not playing well. Again, I wholeheartedly, you know, accept that I suck. But still, the balancing is a little off, considering how many air combos she can pull off compared to every other character. Ah, no. I forgot about Millia's mobility, really. Still, the air combos are a little crap bullshit, but her mobility is really what's driving me nuts, I think, right now. And it's just something that she's really good at, so I can't do anything about it. And she is calling me slow, after all. Got her. Bam. How many rounds do I have to do? Oh, come on! Yeah, it's bullshit, because I can't switch sides fast enough for that, but I'm less bothered by it, I suppose. I'm more bothered by her aerial combos than anything else. Again, aerial combo. Got her. Okay. So what I gotta do is when she starts her air combos, just go for the block, because she's just gonna continue them going down, and it's just gonna hurt the whole way down. I hate the fact that she zones very well, too. And I'm using these words like I know what I'm talking about. I really don't, but I know that I'm being kept, you know, at a distance at the same time as being kept close up, so... Like, she's able to do, like I said, the circular thing that keeps her pretty good distance. Actually fighting a woman? Sexist much? But anyway, she was able to keep me at a distance with the circular thing and plus her nails going out. And then, you know, just close the distance real quick to smack me up with those arrow combos. Okay, so don't get close when he jumps into the air like that. What did I just freaking say? I said to myself, don't get close when he jumps into the air. What do? Close the gap. That was dumb on all levels by me. Wow, some of the sound effects come through really weird. I know this is in time of frickin' stereo, not, you know, surround sound or even good stereo. Man, actual was so much easier than the last two frickin' things. Ugh. Such a pain in my butt. How pathetic. Kai Kisuke. I hope this is the last one, considering it's the main draws of the game. God damn. I think because he's another speed-based, I'm not gonna like this. I like playing as speed-based, but holy shnikes. But I hate fighting against speed-based because it's a pain unless you have a real good speed-based, but I decided to go Soul Bad Guy, who's not very speedy. He's like middle ground. Is he spamming the same freaking thing over and over again? Ah, I got destroyed. Okay, one thing I'll quickly point out is the fact that obviously the destroyeds have nothing to do with the special bar, which is kind of broken. That means you can do them whenever you goddamn well please. God. There's like nothing I can do. He just doesn't take any kind of stun. Not even like a couple seconds of freaking... I mean, I get that he's using electricity, so it, you know, his stun will probably be overall better than mine, but... chip damage, because I know I was blocking that. It had to be chip damage, which is fine. I think the rest of it is bullshit, but you know, I'll live with chip damage. See, he barely gets stunned. I mean, granted, it's not a heavy slash that I did there, but see how he's able to recover where I can't? I'm wondering if... Now, the only thing... Ah, of course, he's gonna... Oh, come on! I can't recover! This is what's dumb, is that there's no way for me to recover what I'm doing. It's just... as soon as I get hit, I can't recover. There's gotta be something here. And that's dumb too, by the way, the fact that you can do that. It does not do what it's... this is a broken system. I mean, like, it's fun, but it's not what it should... what it could be. Knowing how things turned out later on in the series. Yeah, see? Okay. This is so dumb. This is so dumb. This is literally ripped from arcade. That the final boss, if it is the final boss, who knows? Is just unfairly hard. And this is normal. I'm not even playing on like a difficult mode. Oh, that's BS. Okay. I'm gonna go 2 more fights after this one. If not, I'm just gonna get myself too tired to do the other ones. You know what? Not even. My thumb's already starting to hurt. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother. Because that's cheap as hell. You notice the speed? I mean, like, there's fast. Look at Milia. She was super fast, but she was not that bad. So that's what we're gonna look at right now. We're gonna go ahead and see where they went from here. Actually, what? No, I'm gonna keep you here. Won't worry about it. Let's see here. No capture. Huh. As you can hear, it's going on. For some reason, it's not capturing. Okay. There we go. There we go. Now we got somewhere. Okay. The other ones will be a little bit easier than that. This one's just a little complicated because I don't think I've ever done it before. Okay, arcade. So obviously, graphically, we've already gone up in quality. Let's do Soul again to be fair to the games and keep the same character. Especially since this guy shows up in every single one, so... Here's a step up. We already know, at least, that it's gonna, you know... Technically, there were 2 bars on left and right. Zato 1 first. Here we go. A lot smoother animation. Things are slowing down for me. We might not be able to do this one because I'm getting like heavy lag. I haven't. Video. Okay, now it looks like. Let's see what happens when we actually get back to the fight. Nope, still slowing down, so let's do this again. Now I gotta adjust it back in here. Let's see if I can actually do anything here. Already it feels a lot smooth. I mean, like, even with the frame lag that I'm having to deal with, it feels a little bit smoother. Okay, this is... But already it feels a lot smoother and more response, like, quotation marks. Like, it's really funny because it is laggy like hell right now. Like, the input lag is crazy high. And obviously the frame rate lag you guys can see. But even with that, I'm feeling a lot better about it. It's not so destructive. Like, I'm not feeling so bogged down by it. By the way, we haven't mentioned it, but this is Guilty Gear X in particular. We went from Guilty Gear to Guilty Gear X. Guilty Gear 2 didn't come out until later, and it's not even a fighting game from what I can see. Okay, now we're getting better with the frame rate. Maybe it stopped. Oh, nope. Looks like it depends on what my CPU is designed to process at the time. Actually, Actually, I do have a command list this time, which is nice. Let's see. Ah! Another change. This time, when you got destroyed last time, it automatically ended the fight. The end of story, there was no returning. Here it seems like it doesn't matter if you get destroyed, it just ends the round, not the fight, which is leagues better because then that's at least more fair. And we're already at the point where it's a lot more fair because you basically give up your special meter, which is called tension in here, to go for it. If you miss your attempt at the destruction, your super, let's call it your super special or ultra special, you... What is his other specials? Okay. Let's see. Down. Axel gave me more trouble in this one than he did in the last one. What the hell? Ah, new fighter from not from the original. Jam Kuradoberi. Yeah, she's another speedy character, so let's see how this goes. Ooh. That victory is starting to get boring. Yada yada does it. He's not even doing a thumbs down, which made it kind of cool in the first one. But whatever, that's more, that's less to do with mechanics and more to do with, this might actually, now I think about it, the speed of which everything is moving, or at least for me, might be more to do with the fact of the upgrade, because that one, the original one was on, you know, arcade, but PS1, let's call it, right? And this one is on PS2. So, man, he's not even gonna have multiple different victories? Like, most fighting games have at least 2, but I guess whatever. Okay, let's see. Milia. I kinda wanna get to the next one, because this one's feeling a little stiff too. Ah, shit. God, she's being so cheap. And also the frame rate lag is also going to start to hurt when we get to the later stuff. How the hell did I do that? That what I like to know. Hurry. Yeah, okay. Ah, missed him. But see how I now gave up my ability to use it? It's gone entirely. Frame lag. Frame lag on the mobility character is going to be a pain in the rear. You know what? We're going to do something, because my sound keeps cutting out. And I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. So we're gonna do it this way. Even if... Let's see how this works. Yeah, we got a lot coming through the mic. I'm gonna try and turn it down as much as possible so I can still hear. And you guys don't get the feedback! Ugh. Hold on. Maybe you'll see the mic. Yeah, I can see it. Well then, let's try and fix that a little more. Okay, let's see. That helps. Not cocky. Also the change of pace here. Let's see something here. Shut the Gotta hurry on that one. Let's see if this helps any. So far, so good. Again, we don't have the heavy sound effects yet, so we'll find out. It looks like it'll be okay, which is good. At least the dizzy stuff is a lot easier to, or much more. It reads better than having to read dizzy. Hey, what's up, Zap? How you doing? Except the fact that I went back to being Kisara from which was my original name before I renamed myself to Kid is the only thing. Ah, shit. Now you've distracted me. And fine. I'm basically going through the ages of Guilty Gear to see how things have changed. We're currently in Guilty Gear X. And I'm also dealing with frame rate. Yeah. But yeah, I'm dealing with frame rate lag because I'm doing this via emulator, or at least the X one. The other two will be directly from Steam, so we won't have as much of an issue. Who's up? I remember this guy. Not in the current one. Anji Mito. That's a big ass fan. Come on. Frame rate lag is starting to really tax me. Not only frame rate, but it's a little bit of input lag too. That's the first time I've seen a mid-air grab in this game, I'll mention that piece. Again! This asshole in his mid-air grabs. Come on, come on, come on. Got him. A run round at least. This midair grab is a cheaper move. Yeah, this frame rate lag really hurts. I think I'm done. As much as I really want to keep going, the frame rate lag hurts. Okay, we quit that. Very well. Not a big deal. Won't die. Let's just get the other stuff up. Quit out of that very clearly. Okay. Looks like it's not wanting to capture. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to do a full screen capture. I don't like doing that when I don't have to, but there we go. Let's see if I can full screen this so that, oh, achievement unlocked for just getting in the game. Huzzah. Oh. It's play settings. I won't be able to see anything on this end, that end, but cheers. Make sure of one other thing real quick. Go ahead with this version. Yeah, I guess I have no choice. Trying to remember. I think there's a way that you can capture a particular window. If anybody wants to help me out here with that. Like, I know there's window capture. I tried both basically, window capture and game capture, and both of them went. So I gotta find something like if display capture allowed me to just capture a part of the display. Suppose I can't. Well, we'll just play it this way. Yeah, you're just a viewer on Twitch. I guess you guys could see my general setup, but whatever. I won't die, at least not in the short term. About to go. I didn't like it when I put it on there, mostly because number one, I can't see your chats that easily. Number two, I'm not sure if you guys can see it because now I can't see it. I only stream with one screen, but it's freaking letterboxed, and it's just like, really? Letterboxed? I guess we'll do story. Oh, bad guy. Kai Kiske. Just look at the thing. Amelia. Eddie. Name's Zato1. Tamkin's back. Yep. Faust. Viking. Jamkuradoberi. Johnny. Axel Lowe. Anjimito. Venom. Testament. Fiji. Blair. Eno. Zappa. Bridget. By the way, Bridget for best trap. Because I did not know until somebody said, you know that's a dude, right? I'm like, wait, what? ABA. Robo Kai. Order Soul. Cliff Underson. Justice. We'll just keep playing with Soul, I suppose, for the time being. That way we can as accurately judge the changes between each version from Guilty Gear to X, and now we're in Guilty Gear X2. Sacred Order of Holy Knights, but later left and currently makes a living as a bounty hunter. Several witnesses claim the subject does not age, which has led to rumor that he may be involved with the Gear Project. It's unclear what his objectives are, however, there is evidence that he wants to destroy all Gear. In regards to his combat abilities, all that really needs to be said is that he destroyed Justice. Yet, you can play as just whatever. He has surpassed all human limits and is said to be almost supernatural. Because we know so little about his background, and because controlling him would prove difficult, we gave him a risk rating of S. Risk rating S. Ino's rampage far exceeded that of that man. Soul, having stopped her, one settles that man. For that, others has find out the hideout for those lingering in the shadows, the Post-War Administration Bureau. Shh them. That's actually pretty accurate.
せっかく出てきたってのに。
だったら二度と出てこれねえように焼き尽くすだけだ。
生きがるんじゃねえよ、ドグサレが。ぐちゃぐちゃに引き裂かれて豚の餌にでもなりやがれ。
You're pretty good localization. They're actually being very, very crass with each other, so the fact that they're cursing like hell. Oh, I see. That was their version of pre-battle banter. Okay, okay. Now we're on the same page. I was about to say, I'm like, I'm not doing shit. What the fuck is going on? Ah, shit. Ah, now I gotta do it without my special. Okay. Come on. I hate having to play defensive when I'm... Oh, I'm dead. Oh, I didn't die. Now I died. Honestly, how was it? Oh, it's 1 round for the stories. Okay. Was not aware of this. Yeah. Not sure if they met each other in Revelator. You know, if I had paid attention and noticed that it said final, I might have actually played that a little bit closer to the vest. How you doing, Paper Bombs? Yeah, I'm basically going through to see how... Let me just give myself a mental break real quick to say hello to Paper Bombs. How you doing? Also, I am kind of going through the years of Guilty Gear to see how we got to Zerd Revelator at this point. Because I was actually very curious. Because I had my jumping off point to give people who weren't here at the beginning context was my only... my first look at Guilty Gear was actually through a DDR hack of sorts called Mania, I think. But anyway, yeah, Step Mania, where they had Dizzy's theme from X and X2, Awe of She, as a little DDR little thing. And my god, I'm a rock freak, so hearing that awesome guitar going was just enough to make me pick up a game, which I picked up X2, and I had a lot of fun with it. The other Guilty Gear game I picked up was Izuka, and then I kind of left it be because I am not good at fighting games overall. I'm looking at this from the point of view of you know, a complete novice for the most part. Now, I'm not a novice per se, but I want to see how it is to jump into a game like that. So we looked at Guilty Gear back in the old PlayStation 1 days. That thing was really stiff feeling. And Final Boss Kai is a bitch and a half. Then we looked at Guilty Gear X, and my issues were more probably with my setup. My emulator gave me a lot of frame rate and input lag. So we jumped to X2, and we'll see if I can get through the entire story before we go over to Revelator. Now, back to the action. I freaking suck at this game, as I mentioned. I'm picking Soul in particular because he's the face of the franchise, and he's one of the few people that I haven't done in Revelator in the story yet. So I want to, you know, experience it with you guys rather than, you know, just on my own. That one's not good. It says something about pride. Saying they'll give you your pride on something else. That one was a little weird. Again, I will mention, Bridget is best trap. He freaking threw me off because between his look and his voice, I didn't think he was a guy, but he is. And his name, Bridget. I thought he was just like lowly-ish character.
そこのお兄さん。この辺で赤い学士のお姉さんを見ませんでしたか？
You want to team up and kill her because she's a bitch right now.
知るか
She don't.
何か隠してますね。
ああ
そういうのは良くないです。うちが勝ったらちゃんと喋ってくださいね。
It's not the story with the whole if you beat me, I'll, you'll tell me what you know. That I just did a facepalm. I facepalmed because I'm a fucking idiot. If you look in his cross on his headband, there is the male symbol. There's the heads up from the freaking beginning. I am a moron. Oh my god. I can't believe I missed that. And X2 was my first one. Granted, not this particular rendition, the XX Accent Core plus R. It was literally just X2. But by the same token, I'm pretty sure that most of these other renditions were just adding characters and balancing. So that should have been there. And Bridget wasn't one of the ones that got added. I feel like a dumbass. I still say best trap because you'd have to actually notice that for you to know that that was. Honestly, his name is Bridget. Does he have a freaking cuff as a belt? Yeah, I will say that that is actually cool, because unless you looked up his bio and stuff like that, you would not know that that was a guy. I mean, just look at his his freaking sprite. I still think, that could be sold as female. Like, literally, it's only his face from the freaking card that looks a little weird. That's the other tell. I always found that to be strange, but now that I know that he's supposed to be a trap, that's the whole point.
こんなところで何をしてる？
てめえには関係ねえ。
終戦管理局に用でもあるのか？この支部ならすでに調査済みだ。お前が欲しがるような情報は何もなかった。
Okay.
そうかよ。
待てソル。お前は今さら関わるつもりなのか？
気に入らねえから潰す。それだけだ。問題があるか？
あまり人を見下すな。お前の力など借りなくとも、この件は私が片をつける。手を引け。
Oh, I actually get to choose what to do. That's new. Not that, arcade mode was anything, because it wasn't really a story mode in X. Definitely wasn't a story mode. Original Guilty Gear. Considering they didn't even label it arcade, they just called it normal mode. But okay. If I remember correctly, by this point they're relatively friends. Not as friendly as they are at frickin' Revelator. Kami, I need you to tell me that I can leave the lookout whenever I want. Mr. Popo, you can leave the lookout whenever. Bitch, don't tell me what to do! Sorry, I've been rewatching DBZ Abridged.
そう言うだろうとは思っていた。
だったらどうする？
力で答えるしかないのだろう。お前はいつもそうだ。
He's not wrong. Honestly, and maybe that's another thing. Well, ooh. Okay, this is badass when they really know each other. The fact that they start in a fight rather than just, you know, pre-battle banter. God, Kai feels less cheap in here than he did back in freaking Guilty Gear 1. Better balancing. Either that or better design. Or he's not the final boss. One of two things. One of those things, you know. We'll have to figure that out as we go along, right? Oh, looked away. Now he's punishing. Ow. Hold on. Apparently, something got moved around. Whatever.
思い通りにならねえからって八つ当たりしてちゃ世話ねえな。
何？
人様に指図する前にてめえの悩みを解決しやがれ。それともアドバイスが欲しいか？
お前の言う通りだ。ここは私が引くべきなんだろう。だが、私が答えを出したとき、必ずお前との決着をつける。
せいぜい頑張りな。
Interesting.
貴様は何か用か？
I could see that. I could definitely see that, Paper. Them being a good father-son relationship. Hell, because one of the things that Revelator does interesting that we won't probably get into is that they do have a story mode or an arcade mode that has story alongside of it. But that's what happens now. What leads into that, you get to watch in an anime-ish thing. And actually, watching Soul sit in the room there with Kai while he's handling his kingly duties and drinking, I could probably see that. It's just, you know, an adult son and an adult and his dad rather than obviously child. But I could totally see that.
終戦管理局について知っていることがあれば教えろ。
EWAB. Does anybody know what that actually stands for? Paper, since you like this series?
何を言い出すかと思えば、それはゼップの重要機密。おいそれとは教えられん。そうか。素直に引き下がるか。いや。だろうな。来い。
I hate fighting Potemkin. I hate fighting anybody who's really like a big bruiser grab guy. Ugh. I hate fighting Zangief whenever I play Final Fantasy. Sorry, not Final Fantasy on the brain. When I play frickin' Street Fighter. So this actually might be difficult just because I really don't know how to handle these guys. Like I said, I'm a relative novice when it comes to fighting games. I think the only fighting game I spent a lot of time in is Skullgirls, but that one taught me a lot about how fighting games work, which I might be able to apply to the old games that I used to play all the time. Come on. We're on the edge of tomorrow. No, no! The fact he didn't finish me off is amazing. Oh my god. Oh, Post-War Administration Bureau. Thank you. I wonder why they shortened it there when they mentioned it before. Thank you much, Paper.
終戦管理局についてだが、支部の一つがこの付近に存在しているのを確認済みだ。
You know, I know that technically Blaze Blue is not directly related to Guilty Gear other than the developer. And is more like a spiritual successor, if anything. But everything going on in here reminds me so badly of freaking, specifically the first game, Blaze Blue Calamity Trigger. With the whole, except it's the library there instead of the Post-War Administration Bureau.
私の代わりに調査を頼む。この傷ではすぐには動けん。
てめえの頼みを聞くつもりは毛頭ね。まあしかし、礼は言っておいてやる。ここか。
Actually, speaking of Blaze Blue, has anybody here seen the death battle between Soul Bad Guy and Ragna the Blood Edge?
Welcome, Soul Bad Guy 君。
Who the hell are you? I don't.
誰だてめえ。僕はクロウ。この支部を任されてる。支部長ってや
You look
つだ
different
ね
than I know you. Okay.
ところで、ここには何の御用かな？気に入らねえ。はは、わざわざそれを伝えに？それは貴重なご意見をありがとう。忘れないようにメモしとこう。人を食った野郎だ。潰されてみねえとわからねえか。そう焦るなよ。せっかちだな、君は。いいものをお目にかけよう。ザースティーまだ試作段階なんだがね。かなりオリジナルに肉薄できたと自負している。
Oh, that explains why he's only known as the man who defeated Justice. Yeah, sorry. In case anybody's curious as to why I keep doing this, this is how I keep track of chat, especially when I can't see shit. So, yeah, no, now I'm catching up a little bit. But yeah, they're pretty similar. And it makes sense. I mean, they're made by the same company. The only thing that I find kind of funny was that I went and played Blaze Blue a little earlier today after playing some Revelator. And I was just like, wow, these feel somewhat inspired by comparison to Guilty Gear. I don't know why. Especially since, you know, okay, Ragna and Soul are basically the same. Essentially. And the same thing with Kai and forgetting the other guy's name there. But almost everybody else is kind of some kind of different. So the fact that I'm looking at it is like the only ones I find interesting to look at are Ragna, and that again points to the fact that I don't care that it might be a pseudo carbon copy clone, right? I like Noelle, excuse me, Vermilion. I like Aokaka. She's interesting in the way she fights. I like what's her name? The vampire. She's interesting as well in design. Lychee isn't too bad either. But like Taiga, I don't know. He seems really boring. Arakune isn't half bad. But then I look at Bang Shishigami, I'm like, really? Is that all you could come with? A ninja with a giant nail strike through his back? Rachel, thank you. Domo. I've studied Japanese. I'm not just a weeb. I'm a weeb of the higher variety I've actually gone. But thank you very much. Yeah, Rachel. I want to say Valentine for some reason. I don't know why. But whatever. let's get back to this so I can get to Revelator within the time frame that I want to try and set for myself of 10, 30, 11.
オリジナルを倒した君との戦闘データを得られるとはね。実にラッキーだ。
ターゲット確認。モード変換。殲滅開始。
I was gonna say, why her? Justice sounds like a male name, and then I heard the voice, and I'm like, it is her. Okay. Wait. Bridget. Bridget tells me that it doesn't have to be a her just because it sounds like a her. Rachel and Slayer are from the same place. That makes sense. Slayer is... I'm not sure if he's a vampire, but he's definitely immortal. Again, I don't follow it, but I do like the story from what I've heard. Actually, the death battle is one of the things that got me to buy Revelator in the first place. Oh, right. Pre-battle fight. Now I'm looking at Justice. It's reminding me of the one swordsman from Blaze Blue right now. The one that has the real special meter by comparison to everybody else. I'm sure Paper will help me out. In the meanwhile, let's keep fighting. Ooh, that was different. Oh! How are you still alive? Gotcha. There you go, Hakuman. The design seems similar to some degree. Actually, maybe like a mix of that and new version 13. The one that's from... I will say that the only Blaze Blue I've ever played is Calamity Trigger. So, the only new that's there. I know that there's like 3 in total by the current one. That doesn't sound good.
大丈夫。ノープロブレム。君の手を煩わせはしない。この支部は破棄する。
I saw Raven in Revelator. Why is he acting nothing like this? I'm so confused. Oh my god. Don't worry about it. I just have to destroy this place. Sure, why not?
また会おう、ミスターバッドガイ。もう少し楽しんでいただけるよう、こちらも努力するよ。
By the way, I'm not evil. Working for the... I still love the fact that the actual evil guy of the series is called That Man. Just That Man. There's nothing else. Like, he has no other name. Well, he has other aliases like, you know, the Gear Maker and stuff like that. Not really a name.
あんたも一緒に吹っ飛べばすっきりしたのにね。
Fuck off, Ino.
そいつもこいつも。
結局私がやるしかない。そういうことよね。
一人で勝手に行け。
打ち砕いてつきまくって、原型も残らなくしてやるよ。
I suppose that's the closest, if you're gonna do localization rather than straight translation, because obviously that's not what she said. She didn't say anything about haha or ka-sama, or ka-sang, or ka-chang, or whatever, but, you know, basically no mother in there. But I'm gonna say they went localized route, because she said something about basically that no one will recognize. Mother won't recognize. An English saying.
上等だ。
I fight Ino twice? Seriously? I will say, this I believe is the first story mode where I've ever had to face the same person twice.
手短に死んでもらえる
Man. God, she just... I just realized that I'm losing like terribly to this. Oh dear. Oh dear. I just realized that I've only lost to Ino in this entire story mode. Hmm.
手短に死んでもらえる God damn her air dashes. Why do I feel like I take more damage from her than she does from me? Don't get me wrong, obviously she's blocking more than me, but I feel like even my hits aren't hitting all that hard by comparison to hers. Okay, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay, that's funny, Paper. That's good. I guess it makes sense. They don't want to mention in particular. But I just realized that I might actually be doing normal damage. Ino's just freaking healing. Am I supposed to actually just... I know what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to destroy her. Okay. Obviously I can't do it now. Whoa! I forgot that she does that. Apparently she doesn't care about, you know, modesty overall. Also, I don't start at 100% health. That's bullshit. She heals? Okay, making sure that it's the same. It should be. Yeah, okay. Come on. What? Okay, hold on. Punch, kick, slash. Yeah, hard slash is B, so what the fuck? I'm obviously supposed to destroy her. We know that, but... I will say that's an interesting way to making the assumption that this is trying to teach you how to play the game overall and tell you a story at the same time, you can't defeat Ino without having to use the let's just call it the ultra move, because it instant kills. I can't beat Ino, why can't I beat Ino? Because you have to use that move. You have to wait for the opening and use it. Why am I not doing it? Okay. Hey! Why did I taunt there? Okay. It's being very picky with the freaking button response to it.
手短に死んでもらえる?
Am I remembering it backwards or something? Because I keep not hitting it. I know it's forward circle twice. Forward half circle anyway. Got her! Finally, Jesus. Finally decided to register.
Abayo. Nani?
うまくいったみたいね。
これは。
激しい力の衝突。それが時間の歪みを生む。あんたも知ってるわよね。
I might not have used the word spread, more split.
Huh?
Wait, are we actually in a different universe? Holy shit, okay.
ふぜえな。
せいぜい頑張りなクソ野郎。相対するは過去の自分。過去の自分を否定したりすればどうなるか。てめえの足りないおつむでもそれくらいわかるだろ？
ごちゃごちゃうるせえ！気に入らねえな。どいつもこいつも。やれやれ。気が合いそうだ。
Can I point out that it's interesting that they're the same character from different universes? They probably have the same voice actor, but they're very different in the way they speak. Oh shit. What the fuck is that? Oh, come on! The only reason I'm going to come in here because I find it interesting that Napalm Death, yeah, Dragon Install. Because Dragon Install is removing his limiter, if I remember correctly. Why is removing his limiter not the instant killer? Yes, got him. Really. He was going to do the same thing as Eno.
さすがに自分相手じゃ手がくそったね。体が動かね
え。いい格好ね。さすがに自分の相手は疲れた？さっさと落ちね。その方が世のためなんだよ。さあ、これで過去は消えた。そうなれば、次は。
てめえ。
Oh, so not a different dimension. This is the past.
まだね。背徳の炎。
Very well then.
報われるってもんさ。このまま見届けたいけど。私は元の時代に帰る。新規臭い時代はごめんだからね。
いいの。
さよなら、クソ野郎。今まで見てきた中で最高にセクシーよ。今の姿。
くそ。体が崩れる。
フレデリック。君がこんな罠にかかるとは残念でならない。
てめえ、どこだ？どこにいやがる？
過去の自分が死ねば今の自分も消える。本当にそう思うかね？
なんだと？
大切なのは今なのだよ。今が存在しなければ過去も未来も存在しえない。
Pretty sure the past can still exist without the present happening.
生きろ、フレデリック。君にはまだやるべきことがある。
てめえはいつも何かを見透かしたように。
私は信じているよ。君ならばつまらぬ因果さえも断ち切れるものと。
How much more do I have to go through this? Oh, there we go. The end. Oh, guess they have two voice actors for... Oh, how does that work? Is that for the two versions of Soul, or is that after he takes out the limiter? Find out and see if there's a voice actor for another Soul down the line. They actually got a woman to voice Bridget. Okay, so I don't feel so dumb anymore. Now, Order Soul also has two, so it must be when the limiter comes off. Okay. Very well. So we've gone through it. Honestly, the difference between X and X2 is not gigantic. Just a character roster. So let's hop over to Revelator. Let's see if this one I can actually get captured. Yay! Oh, come on. Okay. I gotta adjust the sound because I turned it down for... That's good enough. So. Now we have a huge jump. Because one of the things that it does... Okay, good. The limit is infinite. One of the things that this thing does instead... Where before they used sprites, obviously, and the PS1 era was done, the PS2 era was obvious as well that they used sprites. Obviously, they still wanted to pull off the anime look, and this is what I was trying to get at in particular, because this game came out a year ago, 2 years ago almost, and this is the same company that developed Dragon Ball Fighter Z. This, I think, is like the framework for why that game looks so good in anime representation. Because of the fact that they were able to get 3D models that look flat. And because they were able to do that with actual models rather than sprites. Some of the specials and super specials that have, you know, animations going one way or the other, depending on which side of the screen, will flip the animation and it doesn't look bad. And it's really amazing what they were able to pull off, you know, that way. But... let's see about gameplay-wise. Let's see if I feel more comfortable playing Soul here. You can already tell that it's not a sprite. Aha. I'm like, what the hell is the difference between this one and the original one? Or some of these colors are just like, what? Okay. The only thing that bothers me is the freaking stage 1 episode mode, blah 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 blah.
連れ去られたエルフェルトを奪還するため奔走するソルたち一行。しかし攻略の糸口をつかめぬまま時が経過していく。そんな折思わぬ人物が来訪するのであった。
力を稼いだと。そうだ。何の冗談だ。てめえらのパシリになる義理がどこにある。
The Raven looks nothing like he did in the last game, nor acting anywhere near the same he did.
今回だけは他に頼る当てがないのだ。なぜ俺だ。今はとにかく時間が惜しい。道中で話す。ああ。ジャスティスは未だ敵の手中にある。このままだと復活するのも時間の問題だ。
Traditional fighting game thing that the same bad guy is always the same bad guy.
貴様はあのバレンタインを救う。お互いの利害は一致しているはずだ。背徳の炎よ。誓って関係ではない。不服ならいつでも私の首をはねろ。そんなんでてめえは死にゃしねえだろうが。シン、支度をしろ。
I gotta say that this is much better than watching this freaking switch of the panel, switch of the panel, switch of the panel every single friggin' time. I am curious as to how Milia changed from her usual to here.
Heaven or
the fact they can do that is also pretty cool too. And the models look pretty good at most angles. Oh, wait a minute, what? But why did they name him Raven? Or did I misremember what I read? I mean, like, in all honesty, I'm an idiot, so it's a high probability that I didn't read that correctly. Ow. Stop stabbing me with your hair. Like, that really makes some sense. Ouchies. Oof. Ouchies. Okay, here's something else I really like about this, is that I set the difficulty of this to normal. Again, noob at fighting games for the most part. But it has a variable difficulty scale. It starts at easy anyway and ramps its way up. It just won't get any higher than normal because normal is what I set it to. Which is really cool. I like the fact that it doesn't trust that you are actually at that level until you've proven that you can fight at the level that you're setting. It's really nice to have that in this game. Especially since, you know, I'm not sure this even came out in arcades versus the other 3 that we've played so far. Ouchies. Oh, I missed him. Shit. Whatever. I won't worry about it until I die. When I die, then I'll worry about it. This is what I liked about the way they updid the Ultra Specials. Oh my god, this looks so cool. And the fact that they can flip it because it's models instead of freaking sprites. You're funny, Soul. You're super funny. Yeah, if you notice, it doesn't have the same arrow as it did the last time, so it doesn't think that I did as well, which is good. That means that I don't overstay my welcome. See, honestly, of the 2 ninjas from Blaze Blue, you have Bang Shishigami and Answer here. Granted, he's only shown up here. I find him this design very interesting versus freaking Bang for some reason. Yeah, he's talking on the phone while fighting the entire goddamn time. I find that to be a lot cooler or more interesting than freaking a giant nail to the back of his, you know, strapped to his back. Oh yeah, this game is beautiful. I love it. It is definitely really good. It's kind of what this made me decide to take a look at the other ones, just because I was just like, how did it get to this? This looks beautiful. Like, honestly, in all honesty, I love the way the Street Fighter 4, which is the last Street Fighter I played, plays. But it looks like garbage by comparison to this. I don't know why. And honestly, maybe it's personal preference at the end of the day, because, you know, some people like realism in their fighting games. Fine. I like anime styling because I'm a weeb. Fine. You know, each to their own. But for me, I really like this. I really do. Especially when you go for the destroy moves. The destroy moves are just freaking awesome or hilarious. Depending on who you're playing as. Fine, we're gonna... Ah, I missed him. Oh well. On. The way he landed on the floor. I thought I was good enough on that one that it bumped me up to normal. I really like the way that works. While the character itself is interesting, I really like it. The name is one of those things where I'm like, Bedman, really? Ow. Itch. Come on. Oh! Okay. That explains that. I basically pulled a big freaking idiot moment. Crows and ravens are not the same. They're very similar, but they're not the same. I follow Ruby. I should know this stuff.
Turn up the heat.
Ouch. Got it. You know what it could be? I mean, the fact that, you know, the special meters are named after music too, with tension being like the tension of string and stuff like that. So, hey, it thinks that I'm doing good. Ramlethal is one of my favorite characters. She's actually really good. She's new to this one. Need reminding. I guess I'll use it later because I killed him. See, here he has freaking 2. Back in X, he only did the same thing over and over and over again. Jesus Christ. I wonder if I'll get a different. Yeah! See, when you run an even dragon install, it looks freaking cool. Oh, Jeebus, this is so good. But this is what I like. This badge list actually lets me know this is good for learning. And this is actually really good. This is only the second game that taught very well about how fighting games work in general. First one that I played was, like I said, Skullgirls. Now we got something more better here because you do it in the story mode as opposed to having a good tutorial. We'll look at it again when we beat Kai here. You're gonna have to explain that one to me there, Paper. It's zooming over my head. I love Freddie Mercury, I love freaking Queen, but I must be missing something.
Oof. I jumped right into that one. Oh, come on! Now you're getting cheap again. Going back to freaking Guilty Gear 1. Ah! Rip. Kai seems to be my kryptonite on Soul. Which actually I think is appropriate, but you know. Pausing. Oh, okay. Freddy, and then Freddie Mercury's nickname is Mr. Bad Guy. Ah, I have a lot more respect for this game. I mean, like, not that I didn't have any respect to begin with, but oh my goodness, that's amazing. That's like 5 levels deep of freaking lore. And I'm usually good with the useless knowledge. That's amazing. Get up. Gotta win! Got him. Okay. One to my belt. I don't understand why Freddie Mercury be called Mr. Bad Guy. That's his nickname. I will roll with it. Still pretty badass. The only thing that Soul Bad Guy's missing to give it a good reference is he needs a skin that gives him a spruce mustache. This game just got another +1 from me. Why? Because I kept seeing something, thinking that it was like the dizzy spell, but every single time it wasn't dizzy. What it is there's a candelabra in the background that as you strike, the wind from the strikes affects it and goes whichever which way. Kai just freaking blew it out. That's amazing. That's amazing attention to detail. It's back on again because, you know, video games. Yeah. You can see it now, and then there it went out. Oh, it wasn't as cool this time because Kai had done a wide sweep to get to that. Okay, here's something that is new here. If you look at it, see, it teaches me how to do it because it's like, okay, I won with the special attack, one here, okay. One match without getting knocked down, drew first blood, Valiance is defeated in a close match, recovery for 5 minutes. There's one that says you never crouched, there's one that says you never blocked, which tells you you should do that more. It's kind of interesting. Oh, you know. Let's see if they're as much of a bitch slap fight. What? They sound, I mean, they obviously still don't sound like they're on the same page, but they're not at each other's throats like they were at the last game. Giggity. You know, with as many musical references there are in this game, I wonder if the first character they designed, granted, is not the main character, but if the first character they designed was actually Ino, and then everything kind of grew out of there. No. Damn it. I pressed the Xbox button and it opened up the goddamn menu. Didn't want that. God. Oof. Not even letting me break the limit break. Stop spamming, goddamn bitch. Got her.
ちょっと欲張りすぎたか。いいわ。今はそっち側の好きにすればいい。今は。
一体何のことだ。そうだな。私の口からどこまで話すべきか。貴様は慈悲なき刑事がジャスティスを使って何を企んでいるか知っているか。インコ野郎は真の目的を図りかねると言ってたが、人類の絶滅とかじゃねえのか。まあそう考えるだろうな。だが本来の目的はジャスティスの復活そのものなのだ。
Everything's about justice. Justice, 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 justice. Okay, come on. Chill the hell out.
ジャスティスという器はその条件を満たしていた。そしてその器にふさわしい魂とすべくバレンタインを作りました。つまりエルフェルトがジャスティスと融合すれば新人類が生まれる。その時は結果的に現人類は絶滅するってことか。あのお方はそれを阻止するためにジャック王を使ってジャスティスに蓋をしようとしている。そしてそのジャック王って蓋が逃げ出した。それを捕まえろってことか。だが俺を頼る理由は何だ。それにふさわしいって言葉も気になる。ジャスティスと融合する魂には適性が必要なのか。知っての通りギアには素体が必要だ。たとえギアとなっても元の生体反応は継承される。要するに赤の他人がジャスティスと融合するのは難しい。なんだと。だとしたら最初のバレンタインがアリアに酷似していたのはてめえなぜ俺を呼んだ。少々おしゃべりが過ぎたようだ。答えろ。なぜ俺を呼んだ。
Soul versus Jack O. Get ready to roll.
Man, I was actually expecting to fight Raven. I guess not. Whoops.
この感じは。
あなたも私を捕まえに来たの？もう少しここにいたいんだけどな。
そう言うな。お友達のソルバッドガイも連れてきた。
ソル？あれ、君そんな 前だったっけ？確かフレあれよく思い出せないや。でも君とはなんかもっとお話ししたいな。
よし、狙い通りだ。では戻るぞ。
いいよ。
待て。仮面を取って顔を見せろ。
いいけどじゃあ飴ちょうだい。
飴だ。
くれないといたずらしちゃうよ。トリックはトリート。
Heaven or hell. Duel 1. Let's rock.
ナイス。
Soul win. Duel 2. Turn up.
Jacko. By the way, she's very confused with her name being Jacko freaking Valentine. Not Lantern, Valentine, which sounds really stupid. Here we go. Halloween! Freaking, I loved Halloween. Yeah, I can see that.
あいつがこんな戦闘能力を持っているわけがねえ。そうだ、そんなはずは。
私はジャック・オー・バレンタイン。アリアの半分子だよ。そう、半分。半分。いえ、それは正しくないわ。
I love how she kind of has two sides to herself.
アリアの記憶データを統合し、ジャスティス個体としての情報セクターを上書きする組対復元ユニット。
礼を言おう、ハイト君の本。待て。吠えるな。必ず事情は話す。あの方が解放されるまでしばし待て。いずれにせよ、これから起こることに貴様は大きく関わるのだから。
I love the fact this is all in-game graphics. It's so cool.
ジャスティスはアリアたってのか。
Aria. Another music reference. Oh god, okay. It just smacked me in the face. So many music references. To go down the line. That might be a better runs. Have you actually ever played this game, Paper?
Who dares to enter the mayhem?
I'm gonna do some training here. Only just because. Let's go take a look at some. Ah, nice. Okay. Weakness. You are gonna be my basically expertise. Not really. You do what you want. Izzy, I know what the reference is. You know, Slayer is obvious. Okay, here's a question. Considering that I discovered that back in Guilty Gear 1, Faust was named Bald Man. What the hell was that? I mean, like, story-wise, I assume something happened that made him want to cover his head, but I'm talking about reference, why was it Bald Man and then became Faust? Amelia Rage, okay, now I see that one. Johnny, yeah. Now that I'm looking at it from the point of view of everything's a musical reference of some kind. Now some of the names don't seem... Not that I was gonna say that they seem dumb, but they don't seem arbitrary. Except for maybe like Kum Haeun, but that's only because I don't know my freaking Korean. Oh well. You've actually played all of them, but I'm not gonna go through. I was gonna do a demonstration of all the destructions, but you're the only one watching now, so let's do somebody else in story mode then. As crappy as I may be at them. Alrighty then. Not important. I'm just curious. So who shall I fight with next? I've done, obviously, Soul you watched. Did Milia already, Baiken, Jacko. No, I like speed characters. Let's try Kai. ED type characters. He's really freaking fast. And after this one, I think I'm gonna hit the sack. Getting late.
事件は終結したわけではない。第一連王カイ・キスクは事の真相を探るべく調査を開始した。
はい。帰国にもぜひ捜査に協力していただきたい。ありがとうございます。では現地で合流しましょう。
これが最善の策とは思えませんが。
しかし最善の結果を期待できます。
それにしても対バレンタインの特攻兵器であるはずのオーバスが敵の駒だったとは。製造に元老院が絡んでいた時点でもっと注視すべきでした。
Hey, got somebody else coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going through Kai Kisuke's story, who just got kicked off.
そういえば、先ほど届いた報告によりますと、花の菊国から干渉を受けているようです。道中くれぐれもお気をつけください。
わかった。ありがとう。人類の存亡をかけた戦い。この木をただの災難にはさせない。我々は団結できるはずだ。
Alright.
空来剣がなくとも楽
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock. Win. Duel. Turn up the heat.
I love the fact that he just lays there on the floor. Definitely, freaking Rachel and Slayer do act like each other, kind of pointing that out. So the fact that they're at least implied to be from the same place does not surprise me whatsoever.
Win. Straight.
組織の長には責任が。待ちなさい。まだ話が。私は勝ったのだろうか。
When does the timer hit 0? I didn't even notice that. Okay. Oh god, I hate fighting. Faust is a pain in the butt because he's so wacky unpredictable. Hmm.
これは緊急ですね。急ぎましょう。オペ開始です。
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Yeah, he's got no chance. Okay, come on. I just noticed how much he acts like a samurai, resheathing his sword and stuff. Oh well. Make what you know, I suppose, considering their arc systems is the Japanese. Oh yes, I will be picking up cross tag for sure. I'm still thinking about Dragon Ball Z Fighter, or Dragon Ball Fighter Z, but right now I'm kind of broke, but I think by the time end of May comes around, I'm definitely picking up cross tag. If only just because of Ruby, because I still need to catch up on my Blaze Blue story. Ouchies. Man.
正気に戻りましたか。そんなつもりではなかったが、これは意外に対処療法か。
Still not good enough. Still on the easy mode. I'm not fighting well with Kai. Baiken! So far in this game, I think I like Baiken the most. I think. I have to play her more often with, you know, higher level. I know what this said. I'd like to know how she actually draws her sword since she holds it on the same side as the only arm she has. You usually hold it on the opposite side so that you can actually fully draw rather than same side, because then you kind of get caught. Oh, I missed. I was dumb. I don't have a tension meter anymore. Oh well. Dud. Yeah, I don't think I've ever missed the killing blow. In this game, anyway. Oh, it was from the first round, not from the second. It's the having an instant kill mode activated, but not killing with the instant kill. Very well then. I love these. I love the instant kill moves, and it's a good risk reward system. Unlike in the first game, the risk I can't find out what the risk to it is. It seems to be super like whenever the frick you feel like. And now you give up your super dodge, your tension dodge, in order to do it.
Really? What kind of mechanics? I was told that from a buddy of mine, granted he's not really big on the 2D fighters, he actually plays Tekken and stuff more often, but that not many people by comparison to Guilty Gear play Blaze Blue. I mean, like, he could be wrong just because, like I said, his expertise is more in the 3D fighters than the 2Ds. Ah, I think that's my first perfect in this freaking game. There.
All or nothing.
I got cocky, I got a perfect in the first round and then decided, hey, I could try this out. God, he's about as annoying as Faust with that. That was Bedman talking, wasn't it? That's like the second time I heard of all that background noise. Huh? Hey, I finally got good enough to be never gonna give up. Did this thing just rickroll me? Did this thing just freaking rickroll me? Really? Okay. Just assume that it didn't.
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
There's something I'm missing. Ah. What is this? This is like the second time I've had this, and I'm not sure what it is. Okay, let's see. Let's see what you got to say.
last comment, that's actually good because when I finally got a handle on fighting games overall because of, again, Skullgirls, I had BlazBlue on my computer and I decided to play BlazBlue and it felt so... I couldn't stand it. Like, only characters like Tao Kaka and Noelle Vermillion could actually kind of get me to a good place because they were so fast. But even then, they felt slower than, say, for example, Miss Fortune from Skullgirls at the end of the day, which is kind of funny. So if the most recent BlazBlue, which I believe is called... No, I'm going to go look it up, just because I can. BlazBlue. Central Fiction. BlazBlue Central Fiction. That one is a lot smoother and faster than... It doesn't... Do they do the same thing as they do in this Guilty Gear with having the models, or are they still using sprites? I can't tell from the screenshots. Because they're doing way too many flashy things for me to actually look at the models or sprites. That's a little bit of a disappointment, but you know what? Especially since I like anime-styled games overall, sprite-based shouldn't kill me, honestly. Maybe that's what they did. They decided to go this direction with Guilty Gear, because I believe this came out, or excuse me, the last Guilty Gear game was sprite-based before Zerd Sign, obviously. And then BlazBlue came out, and they didn't release another Guilty Gear game, and somebody will correct me if I'm wrong, until Zerd, which went this direction. So maybe that's why they didn't do it, because they're like, BlazBlue will be our sprite-based game from now on, and we'll go a little bit more modern with Guilty Gear. Who knows? I gotta stop getting owned here. Good. At least got this one so I can kill it. Does he have battle damage on him? He does! That's amazing! That's cool! I didn't notice that before. And it drops me down to yeah, that would have been scary. Granted, it was great for me because I got into Guilty Gear really late, so I was kind of lost with the story, which I play a lot of fighting games for story. I mean, like, I have fun with the fight, but... So I tried to get into BlazBlue, but then I lost out on continuing that story, so I kind of screwed myself over. Oh, come on, I was backing up already. Of course, I jumped right into that. That's my reaction time being really slow.
Win. Straight.
Say though that Guilty Gear, like I said, I think at least as of first Blaze Blue has the more interesting character concepts. But what? Oh god, Potemkin. I can imagine.
まさか目と鼻の先にこんな偽装施設があったとは。元老院たちの目的が少しでも分かればいいが。
市販の根城を調査するにはあまりにも小規模ではないか。
ポチョムキン殿、恥ずかしながら元老院の手の者を未だ特定しきれていません。今は信頼できる者のみで行動しています。
だからといって単身で乗り込むなど無警戒も甚だしい。それに仮想敵国である我々とここの情報を共有することは貴国にとって大きなリスクだと思うが。
承知しています。
なるほど。どうやらこれは単なる事後調査というわけではなさそうだな。
オーパスは人々の知り得ない危険性を秘めています。そのことを立証し聖王様に上申する。そのためにも
You know,
第三者である
which
貴
one?
国の科学的見地が必要なのです。
つまり元老院の起こした事件
Curious into particular the
はい。
when was actually, I don't-
何を。
無礼は承知。これは私の一方的な自己満足だ。しかしお付き合い願いたい。
this came out
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
I hate fighting Potemkin.
It's not over yet.
Oh god. Yep, I saw that coming. Really? Like for real? That's the direction they went? Oh, Biff. I mean, that's great, but it's great just for supplemental material, not for the main story. Plus,
It's not over yet.
that's one move by Potemkin that I hate. Freaking drops to the floor and it just, if you're not in the air, you take damage. Ugh. But yeah, going back to that, I don't mind extra material being on, like, not game material for, especially when the original platform is the game. But I hate it when the story, main story gets pushed to a side material. Like, for example, Doctor Who. Just because I do like Doctor Who to some degree. I haven't been following it that much lately. But, they also have audio dramas and such, but they're not connected to the main story, quotation marks. Okay, they are, but they're, like, you don't need to know what's going on there. some things in that since I've been playing Guilty Gear again have made no sense, and I've been trying to find ways to figure out what would be the best way to learn and what the story's going on, other than sitting here and watching the anime that they give me. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a great idea, but
やはり至らぬか。なんと不甲斐ない。
一体どうしたというのです。
国を大統領を守るべき責を負った私が先日の事件では無様に敗北した。私の力は
when did Potemkin become in the military, considering before he was basically almost a Zangief?
あなたは
思いでは足らぬのだ。思いだけでは勝てぬ。思いだけでは守れぬ。また敵が現れるとしたらこのように弱いままの私では足らぬのだ。
こちらから切り出そうと思っていましたが、先を越されてしまったな。ポチョムキン殿、私も同じです。私もあなたと同じく一人では何も叶えられない弱い存在です。だからこそこうしてあなたの力を借りたいのです。あなたを招聘した目的は調査のためだけではありません。今世界に必要なのは希望です。未知なる恐怖に立ち向かうにはまず暗中に迷う己の不安を拭う必要があります。そしてそれは容易なことではありません。しかし長きにわたり国交を閉ざしてきた我々ならば、いえ我々だからこそ今この時に手を取り合うことで人の思いが成し得る力が希望となることを世界に伝えられると思うのです。
私の行いは外交問題になってしまったか。
武人の胸中は剣に聞け。我々にとって話し合いの席に着くのと同じことです。
Wow, this is actually pretty emotionally moving. Even though I don't know that much about Potemkin to begin with, except for he's annoying as hell to fight. What does Chip have to do with it?
ありました。これです。
これはなるほど。オーパスはまさにギアだ。元老院は当初からこの計画を想定してオーパスの配備を進めていたのか。
おそらく今はおとなしくしていますが、いつ人を襲うとも分かりません。
だとしたら世界の大半が人質となっていると言っても過言ではないぞ。
その通りです。だからこそ
ちょほいと待ちな。そいつをどうするつもり
だ。あなたはチップ・ザナフ、いつの間に。
まさかとは思うがオーパスどもを廃棄するつもりか。
ええ、そのつもりです。
やっぱな。だがそんなことはさせられねえ。オーパスは敵の脅威から身を守る砦だった。人民にとって今や心の支えと言っていい。その庇護下にある国々がそいつを奪われてみろ。国連は代替の対応を求められ機能しなくなる。最悪内乱もあり得る。実質的な安全が必ずしも最善とは限らねえんだ。
Heaven or hell. Duel. One. Let's rock.
Interesting.
Counter.
試して悪かったよ。お前の覚悟が知りたかっただけだ。まあ、その調子なら心配ね。
That's a dumb way to test somebody, but okay.
こんなことを。
事件はまだ終わってないって言ってたろ。なら敵はまだいる。いわゆる真の黒幕ってやつがな。慈悲なき刑事。そいつだな。
どこでその名を。
ここら辺のもんをちょいとあさってな。無意識の存在とかなんとか書いてあったがよ。だが一連の騒動を振り返ってみろ。こいつは感情もない奴の仕業じゃねえ。多分人間だ。
そんな。
とにかくだ。お前は今や世界の王様なんだ。お人よしも結構だが、なんかあった時に同人じゃねえぞ。
Interesting.
慈悲なき刑事が人間。気安く流せない何かを感じている。だとしたら一体誰が。いや、私は。
Well, that was a thing. Honestly, relatively better story than what I got out of. Maybe just because I had already played Jacko and what's her face? What's your name right now? But both of them kind of played into that story, so I kind of knew what was already going on there, where this is going in a different direction. Yeah. Oh, well. But that'll be that for tonight. Because I had a blast, but it's already 11 o'clock and I do have to go to work. But thank you for a lot of your information there, Paper. I hope to see you around. I definitely will try and play this a little bit more because I'm enjoying it at least. If not, I'll go ahead and be playing some other fighters on occasion. I try to do every weekday, but I will say that on Tuesday is not going to be fighters. That's going to be Final Fantasy rating. That's what I usually do, Final Fantasy 14. Other than that, it's not huge, the changes that I've got. So if you want, you can follow me on Twitter to find out what I do or if I'm doing anything. It's at Tenebrstenchi, just like you got here. And you can give me a follow here if you ever want to see me again. I'm an idiot when it comes to fighting games, but I tend to know a lot of stupid lore. So you'll see what you get to see. You have a good night. And thank you guys for being such voracious viewers. I will see you guys around.